So today we're going to do the wrap up of our final day.
I forget to grab my drink.
Our final day in the villages.
No.
So tomorrow's
a travel day.
Tomorrow's a travel day. So tomorrow I'll vlog as much as I can, but I don't know that there will be much to it because it is a travel day. We'll be making our way from the villages back to Kentucky. But today, what we did was we got up this morning and we went and had breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, we discussed what we wanted to eat for breakfast for probably a good 45 minutes. No, not that long, but it was a little while.
We talked about what we wanted to
because they have so many different options, and it's like, where do you want to go? I don't know.
Right.
Where do you want to go? And so we picked some place.
And some of the names of the places really don't do them justice. So you would
So
never...
you don't know if they even sell breakfast.
Right. You don't know. I don't know. Just the names are things that aren't common to us in Kentucky. And so when you hear it, you're like, what is that even? I mean, I read some...
So I just look it up.
I read some places today. It's like, I didn't even know if it was a restaurant.
Or a store.
One place I looked it up and you said, oh no, that's a coffee shop.
Right.
Well, didn't sound like a coffee shop. I didn't know what it was. But anyway, we ended up eating at a place called 2 J's, and I know they have one here, and I think...
T-O-O-J.
Yeah.
J-A-Y.
2 J's. And I'm thinking they have one in Lake Sumter.
Yeah, I think they have 2. Yeah.
But we had breakfast there, and it was very good.
Yeah, it was really, really
We
good.
enjoyed it.
I had a chicken fried steak or country fried steak.
Country fried steak. Country fried steak. We got
With
there.
gravy
It
and
took
stuff
a
like
minute,
that.
but he got
Yeah.
there.
It's been a long day. I'm tired. But yeah, it was really good.
And I had a waffle, and
You hadn't had a waffle, not like that.
no, I hadn't had a waffle in forever, and it was one big, thick waffle. And they gave me Smucker's syrup, and I ate it, and it was fine. But I have learned, I told Kevin this morning at breakfast, I have learned that Smucker's is not my favorite brand of syrup. I like the jelly. I think the jelly's great. But there is a place that gives you a side of Smucker's syrup, and when I've used it before, it's like I really don't care for that syrup.
No,
and
the syrup's not just not that great.
And I realized today it's the syrup. It's
Yeah.
nothing else. It's just the syrup. But I did use it because it was still sweet. But it was a really good.
Yeah, you wouldn't
breakfast.
want a waffle with just butter.
No. So I used what I was given,
Right.
but I would not buy the Smucker syrup for myself at home. Then we walked around the square, which we've done.
We do. As we do.
Because it was a heavy breakfast,
Yeah.
and we wanted
And it's
to
so
walk around.
nice. Well, it's so nice in the mornings when it's cool that it's really not that big a deal to walk around. You know, if you watch the channel all the time, you know I love to walk. It's not bad. It's really not bad in the mornings before the sun. What it's like is it's Florida. I found in the summertime at least, it's kind of like you're an ant. So if in the morning and the evenings there's no sun to burn you, but then as the sun comes up, the magnifying glass comes out and goes, and then the sun goes down. So you get scalded all day long in the sun.
Yeah.
As long as you're in the shade though, it actually feels really good in the shade even.
But I have not mentioned this. This has nothing to do with the villages, nothing to do with anything else. Kevin did buy a new pair of tennis shoes. I don't think I've mentioned this in any other video. I don't think. But he bought a new pair of tennis shoes, and he spent more on these tennis shoes than he's ever spent. And I know who I told. I put a picture on the members page. So if you're a member, you saw a picture of Kevin's new, they're called Hokas, and Hoka tennis shoes. And they're
H-O-K-A.
Yeah, they're really good shoes. Kevin loves them. They're really good for walking and stuff. But Kevin just loves these shoes, and it has made a huge, because you were wearing what, New Balance and stuff like that.
I was wearing New Balance, then I was wearing the Skechers that kind of look like basketball shoes, kind of the black and brown leather.
Yeah.
With the sole is about this thick on them. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's really they're not made to walk yet. They're really just to run around a little bit and do errands, and that's about it.
So the Hokas, he ordered them directly from the company.
But go try them on at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah, you can
go try them on.
Yep.
And then you find that they're actually the exact same shoe and the exact same price, shipping and all.
And we got free shipping.
And we got free shipping.
We got free shipping because it was the first time when you order from the company for the first time you get free shipping.
Yeah, you sign up for their newsletter like they did.
And it was cheaper buying them directly from the company than to buy them at Dick's.
Well, and Dick's didn't have my size.
Right.
They were out of a lot of shoes in my size.
Right. So Kevin would pick out a model and ask for his size, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have that model." But
I've got this one.
Right.
These two.
Right.
It's like, gee, thanks.
So go to Dick's, try them on. It's kind of like Best Buy. Go to Best Buy, try out your electronics, and then order them from Amazon. Yeah. Same thing with Dick's. Go to Dick's.
I ended up buying a pair of shoes though I didn't even try on.
Yeah.
I tried on one model, whatever you want to call it, one style. That felt really, really squishy. Remember I told you it was like moon boots, like you're bouncing,
yes.
like you're woo, you know. But the ones I actually ordered were the ones I like the looks of better.
Yes.
But they're not as bouncy. They're soft. They're squishy, but they're not as like, it doesn't feel like I'm floating,
Right.
Like I'm balancing on one of those little rubber balls.
So he's glad he got them.
We've been walking. My feet have not hurt.
He hasn't complained.
I mean, my back is not hurt. My knees have not hurt. My hip is not hurt. It's amazing what a good, decent pair of shoes does.
Yeah. And they were what, like $145?
No, I think these were like $125.
Oh, okay, great.
The ones I was looking at originally were like $165, and I think these are $125. I can't swear to that, but that's like probably a good $50 more than most expensive pair of shoes I've ever bought.
Yeah, because we don't spend a lot of money on shoes.
But they're really nice, and I think I'll wear them until the soles fall off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he'll get him another pair.
And then I'll find something you like, you buy something, buy it again.
So after we walked around the square...
Yeah, we spent 10 minutes just talking about this morning, my shoes.
That's okay. I want people to know, when you find something good, you have to spread the word.
Well, I really broke them in. I wore them a little bit around town before we went on vacation, just a little bit, and then this really sold me on them that they really, I would have had blisters if I'd wear any other shoes.
Yeah, and in these he's been great, and they have women's too. So just so you know,
they're really nice. They got some wild colors too.
They do, yeah. It just depends on how out there you want to be.
Mine are gray.
Yeah,
gray and white.
So we came back here, didn't we?
We came back here for a little while. I don't remember we even.
That's right. We came back here because I wanted to go to some stores. And
she had some things she needed to catch up on with the channel.
Well, yeah, I answered comments, stuff like that.
And she can walk. She tries to get so many steps a day. So this is air conditioned. She can walk around in here while she's answering comments on her phone and stuff.
And get steps.
And I just sit like a lug on the couch and play on my phone.
Yeah, but again, I have to point out, this was a lifestyle visit. This was not about, they don't have, it's not museums. It's not things like that, like a traditional.
Yeah, this is not really a vacation spot.
Right. This is you're coming here to experience it, to see if you want to live here, to see if you want to move here. That's why people come here. Now, a lot of people do come here on a lifestyle visit or vacation or whatever. I met a man today at Spanish Springs, and he was there on vacation. He's here for a couple weeks vacation, and he said next year I plan to go to Hilton Head for a couple weeks.
Then he's going to go somewhere else the next year.
So yeah, so this is an excellent vacation spot.
It's just not vacation stuff. It's not activities constantly and running and doing stuff constantly. It's just a different.
So when I tell you we went to the stores, Kevin does not mind that.
No, at all. I like to go to stores.
So we went to Walmart, and I'm glad we did go to a different Walmart. We went to a neighborhood Walmart.
We have found, go to the neighborhood Walmarts if you're looking for something different, because sometimes they have different stuff.
So they had two things that I had been looking for. Well, one thing I had was brand new. And then the other thing I had been looking for months and months and months and months. Probably will never get it in Kentucky. So we ended up doing 2 reviews.
Golf cart review.
On the golf cart review.
That could be a feature.
Yeah, the golf cart review. You'll have to let us know when those come out if you enjoy them, because they are a cluster, let me tell you.
Quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, and let me just tell you the experience. I got I got a suction mount that we had on the window, and it worked really good the first 2 times. Because it's right there.
Yeah.
And we put her camera on there and mount it on there and points towards us. So it's the perfect distance away and everything. It works perfect. Well, it ran out of space because I forgot to switch the memory card last night. So the memory card was full and it just turned off.
So we're doing this review in the memory
right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's not like we could go anywhere else, and you know, I didn't have the memory cards with me, of course.
Yeah.
You know, why would I do that?
So the rest of the review's on my phone.
On our phone, so it's quite interesting.
But then somebody pulled up next to us, and we were, and then he's unloading, and it's like, we just had to pause it. And anyway, so go to the neighborhood Walmart. And
the things we do for you all.
I know, really. It was fun though.
It was fun. We had fun doing it.
So then after the neighborhood Walmart, we came back here.
Yeah, no, we went. Yes, we did come back here.
We came back here.
That's right.
We came back here for a little while because I knew I wanted to go to Publix one more time because we don't have Publix. There's a Publix an hour and a half away from where we live. Well, I don't want to go an hour and a half. At home in Kentucky. Now, they're building Publix. They're building 2 in Lexington. But those won't be built till the end of the year. So I thought...
If we're lucky.
Yeah, so I thought, let me walk around one more time in Publix.
We also went to Walgreens. We just walked through.
We stopped at Walgreens.
We didn't buy anything.
We used the bathroom.
We did grace their presence.
Yeah, the bathroom. And then, but they had the same stuff.
Exactly the same stuff they have at home.
Yeah, nothing any different at all. So then we came back for a little while.
Yeah.
And then we were here for a little while.
Just a little while, and then we went to Publix.
Publix is nice though to walk around because it's nice and cool. Yeah. And
bought a few things there.
We bought some things there and brought them back. And then when we came back here, we packed the suitcase with all the food.
The one of them, yeah. We packed the food case.
Yeah.
We packed that one. And really, we got most of the stuff in the other one done except for the dirty clothes. We put them in a garbage bag. We always just bring what are they called?
Literally a Glad garbage bag.
What are the ties? The handle ties or whatever the handles.
Oh.
We have the handle kind. So when we get all our dirty clothes, we'll just pull the handle.
I don't know what you call those.
And tie it together, and we'll stuff it in the suitcase. And,
it works out well.
We'll be ready to go.
It works out really well. I don't know what other people do. I think people...
We have had occasions where we didn't have room and we've stuffed our dirty clothes in my backpack and I carried them on the airplane.
Yeah.
Just don't open that. Might be some stinky socks.
Well, I've often thought, if someone ever got somebody stole your suitcase or something like that, if they got the bag of dirty clothes.
The dirty clothes. Some people might appreciate it.
Oh, that's funny. But anyway,
this actually hasn't been what I'd call a stinky trip.
No,
because
I don't think I've stank at all.
I've been hot and sweaty a few times, but not like Disney where you're just drenched. And
it hasn't been.
It's not that kind of trip.
No, and we've had perfect weather. Yeah. So, but we spent a long time figuring out where we wanted to eat because we had quite a few choices of places we could eat because we could have eaten here at Brownwood.
Mm-hmm. And we were trying to do something different too.
Right, or we could have stopped in Lake Sumter because that's on the way to Spanish Springs. So we had like 3 different areas to choose from. And not only those areas, but then you have all the little shopping centers in between.
Which I'll get into all that during our final wrap up for this.
Yeah,
the whole trip.
We're gonna have a wrap up and we're gonna give you all the prices and everything.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Well, maybe not final thoughts, but thoughts.
Thoughts. Our favorite places we ate, stuff like that.
So anyway, we had choices.
Yes, so we decided on Americana Grill in Spanish Springs. Mm-hmm. And it was delicious.
Yeah, it seemed a little rowdy outside, and it was kind of crowded, but on the inside it wasn't.
I was worried that we weren't going to be able to get a seat because the porch is the first thing you see.
It was really busy.
And it's deceptive because everybody's out there. There's a bar. Everybody's out there. Everybody's rowdy and everything. And at the time, right when we went in, there was live music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he must have quit like right after we got in.
Right after we got inside. So we got right in, and I mean, you walk in the place, and there was tons and.
They were actually at that time they were leaving a table between people.
Yeah, they had a ton of room, but we both ordered gyros, and Kevin got his with Parmesan fries, and I got mine with onion peels, and I was not expecting the sandwich I got. It was huge. I was literally.
It was a monster.
holding it with both.
I told her, I said, I wish I'd taped you eating that because that would have been comical.
I was holding it with both hands, literally, like a monster.
Drop food in your face.
And I told Kevin, I said, this is not a first date food.
No.
Do not order a gyro on
Or
your
spaghetti.
first date because I'm literally eating it like a monster. But then I ate the whole darn thing. It was full of meat. It had
like
3 thick slices.
Oh, it had more than 3. Because when I put you get tzatziki sauce.
Yeah.
I took 2 slices of that meat and put it to the side.
Oh,
and there was like probably 3 more underneath. And
I
I put
didn't
the
even
sauce
realize
between
that.
the 2 slices.
I didn't even realize.
So my guess was 4 to 5 pieces of meat. And
it was thick.
Thick and good sized pieces too.
And I ate the whole darn sandwich.
In a pita?
And Kevin ate all of his.
Yeah.
I said,
pita
aren't you
with
glad you
onions,
married a woman who will eat?
onions
Yeah.
and look, I had lettuce or cabbage. I couldn't tell what that was. It was kind of like pickled kind of, or in something. It was really good. It was excellent.
So aren't you glad you married a woman who will
Oh
eat?
yeah. I don't want to go, I'll take a salad. I'm wanting a steak and she's eating a freaking salad.
No, I like to eat. But it was absolutely delicious.
I mean, I do have to walk afterwards. That's the only payback.
We must pay the price.
That's right.
And now it's time to pay the price. So then, after we walked around Spanish Springs.
Oh, and the fries and the onion. You said the onion things were good too.
They were very good.
Yeah.
They were much better than the
I ate all of
onion
ours.
pills I had at a different place.
Then you ate all those.
Yeah, ate every one. But then we walked around Spanish Springs a little bit. It was very
Kristen, their
hot.
bathroom too.
Yeah, we used the bathroom. It was very, very hot.
It was so hot. And it wasn't the hottest day that we've been here.
No.
It was actually a couple degrees cooler today than it has been, but it seemed hotter.
But
Probably from the humidity or something.
We sat down in the square because they were getting ready to it was Blonde Ambition that was playing in the square, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've heard so much about Blonde Ambition. Can't wait to hear them. So we sat down, and before I tell you about that, we sat down and these people were sitting next to us, and I overheard one of them say, somebody who lives here say, they were telling the people next to me, they said, that Americana grill, the Americana grill, that's the best value for your money because you get a lot of food for your money. And I thought we did good because we just picked it. It just sounded good.
Sounded good. Different.
And here's somebody who lives here saying, that's the best bang for your buck. And I'm telling you, if you're watching this video and you live in the Villages and you have not eaten there,
it's good.
It was really, really good.
I mean, look at the menu, see if something interests you, But,
they had burgers and everything,
and
though.
I think it's interesting, too. I could save this to the final wrap-up, but I'll say it. All their, outdoor seating areas are like these L-shaped, bar areas. They're not very big, but they hold a lot of people out there. They don't seem very big, but they do hold a lot of people.
Yeah.
So if you didn't want to sit inside, they had misters and fans. So they were misting like this little fine mist of water.
So it wouldn't be hot.
So it wouldn't be super hot. So people out there weren't complaining. They were all seemed fine. I don't think we've eaten outside though. Not like that. I know we haven't.
No,
we've
haven't.
always eaten inside.
Yeah. So Blonde Ambition was up there. And they were singing and I was enjoying it. But I only got to hear 1.5 songs because she was singing and it kept cutting out. The music was completely...
literally everything would turn off.
It would turn off and you couldn't hear her at all. And long story short, they were having technical problems. She wasn't able to hear in her...
Well, no, the whole stage was not connecting to the sound system that did the speakers. So when they would sing stuff on the stage, but it wouldn't be transmitted to the speakers.
Yeah, and we couldn't hear them at all. So we had a show to go to. So long story short, the same time that our show was starting,
that's when
they finally got it working. They did have to call an ambulance for somebody while we were sitting there.
Young guy.
Yeah,
I was younger.
Yeah, it was not an
because we were thinking, it's some old person's gotten hot over there. No, it was some young guy.
It was a younger person, and he got taken away in the ambulance.
So he just got too hot.
I think he got too hot. But we went to see Story of Rock, and it was in the Sharon. And the Sharon, I posted a video for members on the YouTube members. Because some days I post the same exact video for Patreon and YouTube. Sometimes I try to post different videos. So I may have posted this one on Patreon as well. I don't remember. But when I do the vlogs, you'll see it in the vlogs anyway, though.
Not like we're hiding it from you.
No, I'm not hiding it from you. I'll put it in the vlogs too when they come out. Well, you'll have seen it before this.
Right.
What am I thinking? You'll have seen it.
Nice theater. It was really pretty.
A beautiful place. It looked like it was like a legit church.
Well, it's designed that way. It's supposed to look that way.
Yeah.
You got to remember, everything here is designed, just like Disney's designed.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, it had
real.
like stained glass windows and religious like murals on the walls.
Yeah.
And I mean,
there's that Muriel.
Muriel. There she was. We found her again on Muriel.
They had tapestries and it had a big pipe organ. I don't know if it actually had a pipe organ, but they had the pipes for the organ.
But it was beautiful on the inside. And
the inside reminded me a lot of the Singletary Center at UK.
Yes, and it was very well manned. They had a lot of employees.
Yeah, well, somebody on each door, watching each door.
Yes, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
They want
to make sure you didn't go in early.
Yes, they really want to make sure. I mean, there were people to help you though everywhere to show you like where to sit. When I needed to I went to the bathroom before it started, and of course there was somebody there to show me where it was. There was somebody we asked where the concessions were. There was someone to point. There was just someone to help you at every turn, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
But the show itself, it was 5 people, and you had, your 5 members of the group, and there was a guy singing. Basically, it was stuff from the 80s. It was all 80s rock.
It was supposed to be like his story. His name's Ryan Story, but it's a story of rock and his things that influenced him when he was growing up in the 80s.
Right. But every single song was recognizable. Oh, yeah. It was all popular stuff that everybody knew. And it was a nice venue. It on the way back home, the golf cart ride was stunning. The sky was absolutely stunning, and I got some video of that.
Yeah, the sunset was really pretty.
Yeah.
Especially over that lake, when it was going over the lake.
And I will absolutely miss the golf cart.
Yeah.
Because I like the golf cart.
Yeah, it's not fun to ride for an hour and a half in, but it's fun.
I didn't mind riding. I didn't mind.
She didn't mind riding for an hour and a half.
I never minded riding an hour and a half.
I didn't mind it, honestly. It wasn't too bad. Even those long trips. I think it'd be better if you had like your own golf cart to where or golf car is what they call them here, to where it's more comfortable than the bench seat, where it's just a very standard, made for the golf course seat.
Right.
So it's not made to really bump and
right.
Right. It's not really made for that. So your butt and your back hurt a little bit after you've been sitting there for a while. But if you get the nicer seats and
my back never hurt, and my butt never hurt. Nothing ever hurt.
My back kind of hurts right now from riding back.
Now I would get sweaty. I might get a little sweaty, but
sweaty.
Yeah, but that was it. nothing ever hurt though. No. But Kevin was the one driving, so I was just along for the ride. I was just able to enjoy it.
But no, it's nice, and as long as I can't imagine getting around here with a map.
With a what?
A map. A paper map.
No.
I wouldn't go very far.
No, you really need to get the app on the phone.
And I've been using the free one, and it works perfectly fine. I have complaints about it, but it works perfectly fine.
We'll talk about that in the wrap-up. We'll go into it in the wrap-up.
And I've been using the paid one, so.
Yeah, we'll go into that in the wrap-up about what we used and all that stuff.
Shut up, give it.
Well, I don't want you to give everything away, or there won't be any reason for people to watch the wrap-up video.
I'm just saying, have a GPS app.
Yeah. It
makes the golf cart rides much easier.
Yes, yeah, it did for me.
She wouldn't even hold. Well, there was no way you could have.
No, I
held the phone and told me things.
I couldn't have held that. Oh.
No, I'm just saying, tell me when to turn and stuff. It would have been silly to do that.
No,
because you're making so many different turns and loops. And
The Amazing Race. You've got the person in the front seat driving. That would be Kevin. And then you've got the partner in the back seat looking at the map and giving directions.
I have the map and me driving on the steering wheel.
You can forget that. Tammy's not going to be telling you where to go. So, yeah, that ain't happening. But
it was a good day. Good last day.
It was a good day. It was a good last day. And,
we had fun.
Yeah, we had a good time, and we'll be heading back tomorrow. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing the way back home, then we'll show you from getting from the villages back to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. And then we won't have a daily wrap up that day, but we will have a trip roundup.
We're going to have a trip wrap up after that.
Yeah.
And if you have discovered my channel from the villages watching these videos, then please check out the channel a little bit further, because once a week we do these vlogs, and on Mondays we do vlogs, and they're kind of like I'll show you what we do in our daily life, or we do Q&As, and we do a lot of food reviews. There's just a lot that we do on the channel. So if you've enjoyed these, you might find some other things that you might want to watch on the channel too, because I put out a lot of videos every single day. And then Kevin has his own channel called Lunchtime Review, and Kevin reviews something fast food or shelf-stable food. He does those videos 5 days a week on that channel. And then he has even another channel called Movie HQ.
Mostly video games.
It has a lot of video games. He likes to assemble things. And so if you're interested in stuff like that, you'll want to check that out too.
How craftsy.
Yeah, he's very craftsy. He likes to work with his hands.
Like to put things together.
And I'm very proud of him for that. I love it that he does that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.